What's happening, everyone? Welcome back. Had a week off, so we're back with another beat breakdown. We're going to be looking at a beat I made during the week. It's the baby style type beat. I've used a few new little VSTs which are free in this. I see a few. I've used one. It's called Labs by Spitfire Audio. There's loads of free downloads you can get and stuff on there. Loads of free different sound packs, and I'll showcase a few in here as well. Considering it's free, the amount of choice you have if you want to install and download them all, that's insane. I'll leave a link in the description for that as well. We used a little bit of RC20 on this as well, EQ. I used the ARP for the first time, which is like a MIDI effect, which I've never really properly went into with this being so new. I'm just still coming to grips with how Logic works. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get straight into it. So to start off, we'll start with like a piano melody. It's really simple. It's like a couple of chords. Then after that, I brought in another little counter melody, and this again is really, really simple. It's just sitting underneath the main melody. That sounds like this with the initial melody. If you look down here, I've got a little piano roll there. So the sound that I used for that is from Labs, and I think I used Labs on both of them, yeah. So the first melody has a little bit of RC20 on. We've got slight bit of noise with the radio. I've added a little bit of wobble on there, and we've got like the tuba. It gives a little bit of reverb. And then for counter melody, we're using Labs, and this is the interface. It looks so smooth, and you wouldn't think it's free basically, but you get this. You can mess about with the reverb on the soft piano. There's loads of different other sounds, but this is what I use: soft piano, and then for the first melody, I used soft piano as well. We've got one more melody here, which is this one. It's basically the first melody, but without the high notes, and I think it's an octave lower. Sorry, I tell a lie. It's actually octave up, not down. Still learning. That one's got an arpeggio as well, but it adds a nice little bit of a creepy vibe to it. It's strange. Then after that, it goes into the second part of the intro, which is basically the arpeggioed part. So it's at a 1/8 rate. The note order, I haven't got much variation or octave range on it. I've kept it quite simple, so it doesn't go wild while it's in there. It's all quite simple with this one. That stays the same and that stays the same. So this is what the second part of the intro sounds like. And you can hear there's a riser coming in. So this one is using the new sampler on Logic Pro's update. So I've never really dived right into the new update. I've been quite wary about it because I don't really know how it all works yet. I've been watching other tutorials on YouTube and stuff on how to learn it. Essentially, I figured out how to get the 808s through sampler rather than using Alchemy. I think it works a little bit better if you want to use glides as well, which I haven't figured out yet, but you don't have to tune it. It auto tunes it in there for you. But yeah, the riser, and then it takes you into the first chorus. So I'll play the drop from the second part of the melody there for you as well. So in that first part of the chorus there, I've got all melodies playing at once. So I've got the arpeggio version, I've got the normal version, I've got the counter melody, and I've got the other arpeggio, which is in the octave higher. It basically just brings everything in together nice and full. With this, the riser and the crash at the end, I'm still learning on how to make it sound really professional. I will eventually get there, but like I say, it's the first time I'm really using the Q sampler. First time I'm using the Q sampler, so I'm just getting used to it. Every day is a learning day when it comes to like me and making beats. Moving on to the second part of the chorus, I switched it up a little bit. It's really, really subtle, and I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna put a poll up there or there, wherever, and tell us if you notice the difference. So did you guess? Essentially, I just offset it a little bit. If you look closely, I don't know if you can tell. See how that's slightly offset there. It's just to try and change the sound up a little bit so it's not as repetitive as it is. And it sounds really cool. I actually did it by accident. I'm talking about it like I did it on purpose. Did it by accident. I just dragged it in and it didn't drop right. And I played it and it didn't sound too bad. So I just left it as is. Then we'll move into a little breakdown, which is essentially just the intro, and then it drops. But then basically the beat kind of repeats itself over because that's what beats are. They're just a song, and a song is repetitive without lyrics, and that's why I want to try and work with some people who can actually like sing or rap. I want to what I did with this when I first made it. I go on YouTube and I find like an acapella version, and I play it over the top of the beat I've made to see how it would sound with like a famous rapper on it, for example. So what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to try and find a acapella. I might have to mess about with the tempo a little bit just so I can find a good match. But I'm going to play it from YouTube, and then I'm going to put it in this beat and see how it sounds.
She wanna fuck with me, but I don't got the time. Just hopped off a private plane and went and hopped on 85. Go call my chauffeur bitch, cause I don't like to try. It's a bird back to back and we gon' fill them up with vibe.
I'm gonna make this work. The other day when I put a baby beat on it, it sounded spot on. But this time, I don't know. I must have the timing slightly off. I need to get the timing like perfect. So. I'm See, it starts in a weird place. It doesn't start. It starts like halfway through the bar. I'm Money be dripping out water, topping out one and I get it. I got my money in line with the queen, mortgage making the credit. I gotta spend a lot. 5 finger when I put a trigger when the stop it. If it looks good, then to the wrist, pop it up black and then coffee. These niggas hating, I'm popping. Rock out with the Draco, I'm rocking. I sent a deal and then put up a song and yeah, bitch, it took off like a rocket. I spent 200 on watches. I got that sauce so they watch it. I got 2 glasses, get both on the beam. Yeah, bitch, you know how I'm rocking. AK, Red Dot, HK, Headshot, Kitchen, Crack Rock. Bath salt, I'm serving up H. Drink an A to the face. Wait. I'm about pink rave. Look at my diamonds dancing. Serving up H. Chris Hansen. I'ma go shoot up your mansion. I just Ashton. Stop a nigga, I don't need boots. Afford you all the on both coops. Order me one toss soup. Why fuck one if I can fuck 2? Look at my wrist, Corona. My neck got Ebola. Doing drop bars in the Yoda. Poured up a 7 like Oda. Just left Webster. Fuck that bitch, don't text her. No way, I might sex her. I'm geeked up like Dexter. Hey. I got my money in line with the queen, mortgage making the credit. I gotta spend a lot. 5 finger when I put a trigger when the stop it. If it looks good, then to the wrist, pop it up black and then. I think I got that spot on, to be honest. Like, oh, I hope I don't get copyright. That sounded sick. I want to put that in so bad. But yeah, that's the beat. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I could title this Making a Beat for KSI or Remaking Poppin'. But yeah. like the video, share the video, subscribe. I've just bought a good camera and I hope the quality's good on this one. I tried filming earlier but the quality was rubbish. I think I've got it right. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you in a bit.